So JJ McCarthy is expected to return from a sprained ankle versus Detroit Lions. It'd be good for Lions fans. That's Michigan fans to see JJ McCarthy. Division game. I want to say it is the third division game, so this will wrap up the division opponents at least playing them once. Played Green Bay at the crib. You played played Green Bay at Lambeau. You played Chicago at home. Now you play Minnesota at home. And then obviously later in the season you'll be at Minnesota at Chicago. Right now I think they're currently sitting at 3 or 4. I don't know who they play Sunday. Matter of fact, they just played Thursday. They played who the fuck did they play? Did they play the Seahawks and get blown out? And I'm gonna say this. Funny thing, Carson Wentz was the hottest thing smoking. Him and Derek Carr had similar arcs and falls. At one point, Derek Carr was on his way to be the NFL MVP with the Raiders. Got injured. Returned. Was Whack Arnold since. Carson Wentz, was on his way to be the NFL MVP. I want to say he hurt his knee on the 1 yard line or something like that. And never was the same quarterback again. He never was the same quarterback again in his career. So to me, that was always kind of hilarious. Not hilarious, it's not funny, but it was always kind of funny that, it was funny that they had similar careers from that standpoint. And was it the injury or, because Carson Wentz that year, man, he was going ham sandwich. But for whatever reason it was, he just never was able to get out, rekindle that. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. But JJ McCarthy expected to return. I don't know if that's an upgrade or a downgrade at this point. Sprained ankle, athletic quarterback, great arm, can make some great accurate throws and, can make some head scratching throws. Before he got injured, I'm not sure he was I guess you could say he was going through growing pains, but I did a video about Minnesota and Sam Darnold the other day, and it was just saying that I think the biggest mistake Minnesota made was just not, investing into the run game. I think you see Dallas, it wasn't about keeping or not keeping Micah Parsons. It was that they didn't invest into the run game. They got Javonte Williams. I don't think they expected Javonte Williams to be that good. Unfortunately for them, Rico Dowd is becoming a star in Carolina. But fortunately again for them, they got Javonte Williams. That's the difference. You look at Philadelphia this year. What's the difference between, successful last year and they're successful this year, but Saquon was the difference. You talk about Russell Wilson. He's washed. It is what it is. But what's really the difference for Jackson Dart? Even with Malik Neighbors going down, Cam Skeetaboo. So you look around the league and see the success that some of these quarterbacks are. A lot of them quarterbacks aren't having. You look at CJ Stroud. Who can he hand the ball off to? Joe Mixon's still injured. I can't think of too many other games. Atlanta's above. Their head are slightly above water because of Bijan Robinson, great running back. What's changed for Jacksonville with the Jacksonville Jaguars? Oh, they got Travis Etienne and re-engaged with the offense. The running back makes the difference. Bryce Young is on the upswing this year. What's the difference? Rico Dowd, Chuba Hubbard. So when you start thinking about it, run the fucking football. Run the football. Why Cleveland Browns ain't the true laughingstock of the league? Judikins. The dude from Ohio State, he a problem. Him and Genty, they don't even it's close. In reality, he in a worse situation than Genty is, but I ain't here to speak about, it's debatable. But the running back, how did Purdy get his money? Christian McCaffrey, whether I can hand it off to you or toss it to you. So I think Minnesota, they got to invest into the run game. That way, the windows become bigger for your quarterbacks. And then when they figure it out that, how to anticipate windows and throw people open in the offense, it won't even matter. But you should always have a run game, and for McCarthy, that's just what it is. they don't have anybody you respect, at the running back. But I think Jordan Mason, they got, since Dalvin Cook, they ain't had no guy. But all the success they had with Robert Smith and Adrian Peterson, but he'll be back. A lot of people want to see JJ McCarthy. Great set of wheels, great arm, Michigan legend forever. But the best thing they could have did for him, or if they kept Sam Darnold, was go invest into a running back. That's the best thing they could have done. And they didn't do that. They didn't invest into a running back. So, but yeah, he'll be back, and I think that's a treat for Michigan fans, a real treat. So, I think give him a running game. I think they pay these quarterbacks and they expect these quarterbacks to drop back 50, 60 times to win a game because I'm paying you 30, 40, 50 million a year. It don't work that way. Ask Jerry Jones. It wasn't that, CeeDee Lamb is in and out and they got Pickett. It's because of fucking Javonte Williams. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. When I got to respect the run game, the window becomes bigger. Every quarterback should have to be able to lean on their run game. Because you could throw the ball all day. What if it rains? What if it's sleet? What if it's snow? What if it's the fall game like versus Chicago back in the day, that infamous fall game? Think about it. The one thing that you absolutely that won't fail you regardless of elements is handing the ball off. You can hand the ball off in all types of weather. You can't spin it. You can't spin it 60 yards. You know what I'm saying? It's hailing. Sleeting. It's snow, hand the ball off. But, we'll see. But, they like, okay, we ain't gonna let Detroit come off a bye and play Minnesota on a regular week. So they let Minnesota get a short week on the front end. So they have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. They come in Monday and they have a little miniature bye preparing for Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They don't get to come off a regular Sunday game and then get ready for us. They didn't put them in that position. So, they kind of gave them some, grace by playing on Thursday. But, we'll see. It'd be good to see JJ, throw us a couple picks. Throw a couple good balls and stuff like that. No Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kanye, no Kevin Spacey. So, be interesting. But, we'll see. We'll see. So McCarthy expected to be ready. Had an ankle sprain. No ankle sprains. For me, a bad ankle, probably about 2-3 weeks. A bad ankle sprain, ankle sprain, about 2-3 weeks. Regular, about a week, you start feeling better. So we'll see what happens. But, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Scotty Trey Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. You can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Wherever we're producing content at, you won't be disappointed. Especially the work we're doing on Facebook. Everything inside the link in the description. The link tree. Peace.